we have Terrakion making its way into Pokemon Go 5-star raid. So we're going to get down the top counters to help you guys max out with this Pokemon. Alright, so Terrakion is going to be a rock and a fighting type Pokemon. This Pokemon will be out on December 8th, which is going to be a Thursday at 10 a.m. and that's going to go all the way until the 15th, which is also at 10 a.m. So this Pokemon, we will have a grand total of 1 week, including 1 raid hour to be able to get after it. It will have the exclusive moveset of Sacred Sword, which is going to be effective on this Pokemon. I can't wait to check out the best of the best. One of the most anticipated best of the best in a while, guys, honestly. This Pokemon did get an updated moveset that makes it extremely effective. It will be weak to 7 things, which are going to include Water, Steel, Psychic, Ground, Grass, Fighting, as well as Fairy. And then it's going to have 6 total resistances, which are not super important for us right now. Its 100% IV will be at level 20 at 2113, and then there's going to be 2 conditions that are going to change up this Pokemon all the way to level 25. It will be cloudy and partly cloudy weather. And the 100% weather boosted IV will be 2641. And this Pokemon is going to have a shiny, which I think is one of the cooler shinies of this trio. I absolutely love the more vibrant headdress on this Pokemon, which then leads us into its moveset. It is going to get quick moves of Zen Headbutt, Double Kick, as well as Smackdown, which obviously there is an updated moveset here, which is going to be Double Kick, which makes it available to a double fighting stab move, and Sacred Sword is going to be a legacy charge move. However, you will be able to get it during this event, and the normal accessible charge moves for this Pokemon are going to be Close Combat, we are going to be able to get Earthquake, and we are going to be able to get Rock Slide, which is one of the more premier rock moves in this game, which is definitely something that we're going to want to check out. And as far as taking down this Pokemon, how many trainers is it going to take at level 40? Counters 1.78. So yes, it is doable. Obviously, as you go up, you will be able to get it timed better. However, you will not be able to get this Pokemon as a solo. There is absolutely no way you will be able to get it. So let's get into the top counters, including the Shadow and the Megas, and then we will get into some of the more budget counters as well for everybody out there that doesn't want to spend a premium on this Pokemon, which is totally fair. Alright, starting off, the most powerful Pokemon in its list of weaknesses is going to be Psychic Pokemon. I think you guys might be able to guess that. And what are going to be the top counters? The number 1 is going to be Mewtwo in the Shadow form with Confusion and Psystrike. And then in number 2, it is going to be Mega Alakazam with Confusion and Psystrike. And then in spot number 3, we have the regular Mewtwo with Confusion and Psystrike. You can also use Psycho Cut on these Pokemon. And then we're going to go into the Hoenn Megas, which include Swampert, which is going to be Water Gun and Hydro Cannon on this one. And then we have Mega Latios with Zen Headbutt and Psychic, followed by the Mega Sceptile with Bullet Seed and Frenzy Plants. Followed by Terrakion, we have the Hoopa Unbound. Then we have Shadow Latios. We have Shadow Metagross, which is an extremely powerful Pokemon, but just note that the regular Mewtwo outperformed the Shadow Metagross on this Pokemon, and this Pokemon is going to be a Psychic type combination and a Steel type Pokemon, so it will get hit pretty hard by close combat, and also Earthquake is going to hit this Pokemon very hard. And then we have Mega Blastoise, which is then going to lead us into the non-Shadow counters here. So basically the top 10 is going to be roped off for all Megas and all Premier counters in here. However, the only Pokemon in here that are not super Premier, but you can't really build a full party of them, is going to be the Hoenn Megas, because they do not take a premium XL candy from paid raids to be able to get. However, for budget counters without the Shadows included, we have the Bullet Punch and the Meteor Mash on rank 11 for Metagross. We have Conkeldurr in rank 17 with Counter and Dynamic Punch. However, that one is a little bit of a premium. Then we also have the Confusion and the Psychic on the regular Alakazam. However, Alakazam is glassy. And then we have Espeon, Gallade, Executor, and we have Machamp in spots 25 through 28. And then we have in spot number 29, Swampert. So what are we doing with this Pokemon? Guys, it looks really good. It's a great shiny. I suggest you guys get after it, and we're going to check out the best of the best tomorrow. If you want to see the playlist up here before it gets loaded in, you guys can have this queued up for tomorrow. Not only that, what are going to be the weather conditions that do affect this Pokemon? As far as the sunny weather, is it going to affect some of our counters? Yes, it will affect grass as well as ground. However, for the most part, we didn't really see those two populate the top as of too much. However, this moveset will also boost the Earthquake coming from the Terrakion, so something like a Metagross will get hit out really fast. Then, as far as the partly cloudy goes, it's very good because it is going to boost the Terrakion all the way to level 25. It will also boost the Rock Slide. However, for this specific Pokemon, it's not really too worrisome because most of our counters are not going to be weak to Rock, which is a benefit. And then going forward, we will also have the Cloudy Weather. Cloudy Weather will boost this Pokemon all the way to level 25. However, it will also boost the Fighting and the Fairy type Pokemon that we're going to be going up against it with. So if you guys do have any Fighting and Fairy type Pokemon, you can check them out. However, just remember guys, these Pokemon were not making the top, which then leads us into Snowy Weather. Snowy Weather will boost all the Steel type Pokemon going after this guy, and that's pretty much it there. Foggy Weather will have no effect, but the Windy Weather will have an absolute huge effect because because it will boost the Zen Headbutt of this Terrakion. However, what is more important is that it is going to boost all the Psychic type counters, which makes up some of the top counters for Terrakion in Pokemon Go. So that's going to be the counter guide, guys. Make sure to get after it, fight this Pokemon, try to get the 100% IV if you do desire that. But more importantly, stay tuned tomorrow to see if you do or will or want to max raid on this Pokemon to max it all the way to level 50 with the Premier XL candy, because obviously you raid and pay for this XL candy, which can be worth it or maybe it's not. So thank you guys for tuning in as always. To all my likers, comment, subscribers, Patreon members. Everybody takes their support, subscription, patience to excellence. See you guys out in the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.